我们这脖子上喜欢挂玉牌，香炉供台上摆，长大才开白黄牌，虔诚拜三拜。
There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Chams, thanks for the report. And so in the game for the Suns, Mark Williams out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodaro, he's checked in for the Suns. Launches a three. Butler, that one's good. Butler's got 18.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
For three, O'Neal. He drops it from range.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Butler with the bucket.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
It's hard enough to win in the NBA, but when you turn the ball over, it's much harder.
Malawach is checked in for Phoenix. And here's Butler outside, rebounded by Malawach.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Chalk up two there.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
And with a big lead, it's easy to take your foot off the gas like they did there.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Let's keep it going from your Warriors dancers.
Switch here. Curry's checked in. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Goodwin comes in for Gillespie. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
And here are the Warriors now. Melton outside. From outside the arc. The rebound by Allen. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green for three. The rebound by Moody. Pass to Butler, and here's Melton. Outside Moody. Now Curry. Here's the three. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his fourth rebound in this one, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Such a risky pass. Hopefully he thinks twice about attempting that again.
Seven seconds left in the third. Here's Santos. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Let's find out the news on Dylan Brooks. Allie, what's the update?
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Phoenix. I was told it's a knee sprain, not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. So this team is starting the year off with some tough news. But if there's a silver lining, it's a long season, so they have plenty of time to make the necessary adjustments.
Allie, thanks for the info. And now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Well, sometimes those injuries come at a tough time.
We've got Brandon Pajemski. He's out there with the Anthony Melton. Amir Yurtseven out there with Moses Moody. And it's Santos in at the 4. That's the Warriors 5. And Allen gets it to go.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Here's Santos. Another 3 for Golden State.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Booker can't get it to go.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Fires for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Pass to Melton. Here's Moody. Fires the 3, and the three-pointer goes. Moody's got 14 points now in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And the Warriors with another 3. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Pajemski. And a change for the Suns. Williams is checked in. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Yurtseven. Pass to Santos. Open shot by Melton. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
Williams misses.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
The 3 is up. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 49 in the game.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Again, the miss by Williams.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
The putback to stop the run, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots, that's a big part of his game.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-backs legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where he just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
Three-pointer, O'Neal. Pure from three-point range.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Santos good.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around. Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue. Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Moody from outside. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going.
The same night as sex, I wake up and go get that cake. I ain't the type relax. Me, Dank Rails, put a lick 3 ways to get a. What's the name like a freight train? On the track, don't play no games. Mention my name, we caught on the same day on Max. Then I listen to what them fans saying on them apps. I ain't snitching on my man. Soon as we hop out that van, that's a.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
And I think for Golden State, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
And now the Golden State Warriors started. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with Curry, and it's Horford at the center position. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie, as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Buries it from three-point range.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Curry on the wing. Golden State moving the ball around. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Golden State's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And the Warriors, another 3.
Well, look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on.
Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Now, here's Curry. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Westbrook, coming off a solid outing against Denver. Sabonis, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. DeRozan for 3. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
From deep three-point territory, and it's sent back by Horford. They get the rebound. There's Sabonis, and at last they get one to fall.
Well, when you face Sabonis, boxing him out must be at the top of the scouting report. Sabonis is the best offensive rebounder in the game.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings forward DeMar DeRozan clearly bought into helping take this team to the next level. He said, quote, "I appreciate the passion and the drive from the coaching staff, from the players to the fan base to everything, top to bottom. Guys want to win. Anything is possible." Kevin, back to you.
They're plenty talented. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Hits the three-point bomb.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Murray for three. Again, the miss by the Kings. It's Curry with the drive. Curry passes to Butler. Outside for Curry. Stolen by Westbrook.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Different look here for the Warriors. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stand hard to figure, right? Here's a guy pushing 40 years of age. Al Horford looks as good as ever.
Oh, he sure does, Kevin. He reminds me of me and you. Guys that just seem to be a lot younger than they really are. And Al's still getting it done every single night in this league. It's a testament to his discipline and his professionalism.
And the Warriors with possession here. The Kings getting the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Clifford can't get it to go. And here are the Warriors now. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And Curry has it in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
Another turnover there leading to a basket.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
Curry wide open, and the Warriors another 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Sabonis is out there with Achua. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Malik Monk. It's Clifford at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Here's Hunter. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Gets it to go. That one good from Melton.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Sabonis, that's good.
Look at Sabonis coming right back to erase the three on the other end. Let it fly, big fella.
Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Friday, they'll go up against Jalen Williams and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against the Hawks, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Nobody near Milton. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the Kings making a change here. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. Curry's got 24 points.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Murray, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Connects from three-point range. Moody's got 12 points in the game.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Took him no time at all on that one. DeRozan's got a pair of triples in the second now for Sacramento. Takes the three, and another three for Golden State.
Well, that's his third triple of the game and his second in this quarter. He is heating up.
Sabonis tries again, and he sinks the layup. Sabonis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, after struggling in the first period, he's turned it around. You can see the confidence growing.
That one goes in.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Sabonis gets the three-pointer to fall. 12 points for him.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
The two-time dunk champion, Zach LaVine, can hammer it down, Coach, or he can bury one from three.
Well, that's right, Kevin. And look, he came into the league with that great athletic ability, and we all marveled at it. But this guy's really gone to work on his skills, and he's become one of the most efficient shooters in this league from any range on the floor. This guy has gone from great athlete to great player.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, guys. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back to you, Kevin.
One of the best, for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Yeah, and he made 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, and he just continued to pour them on here in the second. And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
A nice shot by Moody.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And that one drops.
Well, Sabonis has been the hub of this offense and has been very effective scoring.
Wasted no time on that one. Butler's got 16 points.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up. Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so a pretty lopsided game to the first half. Warriors ahead, running away with it. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shots.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Sacramento Kings.
Their opponent is beating them up on the boards, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season. Thanks for spending halftime.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Curry has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Horford in at the center. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their team.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. DeRozan for 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, DeRozan is a big-time scorer. Off the dribble, off the catch, he can do it all.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
Jimmy Butler, 3.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. LaVine can't hit.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
Murray for 3. Al Horford with the rebound.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Horford finds Butler. Golden State moving it around. Three-pointer. And there's Green on the assist by Curry.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And Curry has it in the corner. And the Warriors, another three.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Sabonis kicks to Murray, and he's finally able to knock one down.
Well, nice to see Murray expanding his arsenal a little. Some versatility in his shooting will serve him well.
The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the Kings shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak, and it's in there.
Yeah, the mid-range shot is not a lost art for Levine. He's a very skilled guy in that area.
Here's Curry with the three. Traps in the tray. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
The Kings shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Green. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, put up about 9 points a game, 5 assists and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better. Well, that's taken full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Well, Hunter doesn't force too much, but he can finish when you need him to.
They double-team Curry. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Moody. Takes a three. Curry's shot is off. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Here's Podziemski. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. You've got Malik Monk. Sabonis is out there with Hunter. Edge Clifford at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Nelson against Sabonis. And we keep seeing French. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Melton hits them both. And it's Sacramento's ball. Hunter for 3. And Moody pulls it down. Here's Melton. That one drops for him.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort. Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And how about no turnovers here in the second half, making sure they get a quality possession every time down the floor.
Sacramento making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Santos gets it to go.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Gary Payton has checked in for Yurtseven. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Podziemski off the left rim and out. Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. There's Sabonis from the arc. And there's Hunter on the assist by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 5 assists tonight. Here's Santos. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Santos has got 6 points in the quarter. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with the headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Drills it from outside.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Moody. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And the Warriors making a change here. Here's Moody off the inbound pass. A three-pointer is right on target. Moody's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors. Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth, and that one good.
And first step quickness that time for Murray.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Moody's shot is off. Got a hand on it. Puts up a 3. And Westbrook pulls it down. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Sacramento. Levine wide open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Stephen Curry.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Launches it. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
Yeah, and he doesn't take a lot of threes, but there DeRozan answers with one of his own.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Moody. And the Warriors, another 3.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Pass to Moody. For 3. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and
when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
You all on the floor, shut the door, no cap.